My name is Jackie Fiore, and I'm an account executive for L'Oreal Designer Fragrances.
Can you tell us about your story and how did you get where you're at now?
That's a long story. Okay, I started, actually I went to Staten Island to be a Christmas buyer. And I worked at the Swatch Bay in Staten Island, Macy's, for the Christmas holiday. And then one of my friends actually saw me behind the Swatch Bay and was like, "What are you doing here? You know, you're a licensed hairdresser. Why are you not going into cosmetics?" It was like the furthest thing from my head. This is 25 years ago. And I decided then to go into cosmetics because that was my background, that was my field. And I worked in the Prescriptors, which is a water company. I worked for Prescriptors. I was part-time. And then the account executive for Prescriptors asked me then if I would consider full-time, which I did. And then the girl that was the counter manager happened to be expecting a baby, and she was like, how about you becoming the counter manager? And I'm like, I did this as a part-time thing, and now it became a full-time job, and I moved up in 6 months as counter manager. And so my career with Prescriptors was really rewarding because I had a great counter. I hired all the people behind the counter, and I grew the business. When I started the business, it was like about 500,000. Nope, I'm sorry, it was 250,000. And I grew it in the 8 years that I was there to almost $1 million. And so that was like doing events, doing hands-on. I had the biggest client file, which I was really proud of because my clients and myself had a rapport where they would come in to Staten Island, I would know their names, and it was fun. It was fun to know your customer on that type of a level. And then I was promoted to Herald Square to run their counter here in Herald Square, which I decided to do. And then from that, I was offered to go to L'Oreal, and which at the time was called Cosmere. It wasn't called L'Oreal. They asked me to become the business manager for fragrances. I knew nothing about fragrances except for Calyx, which was the #1 fragrance for Prescriptors. And I said, okay. I don't know. At first I was like hesitant because, like I explained to your friend, is that you're not really touching the customer. And I had such a great rapport with my customers that I didn't want to lose that. And being with fragrances, it was so quick that you kind of like lose in touch with the customer. So, but then they made me an offer I couldn't refuse. And here I am. And that was like 21 years ago. And then I was asked to become an account executive for L'Oreal and run their largest account, which I grew the business here. When I started here, the business was about 350, 400,000, and I built it to 6 million. So
wow.
It's a pretty hefty number,
Yeah.
but one that I'm very proud of.
That's good. Okay.